A few days ago, we got this announcement trailer out of the blue for an NFL licensed VR football game called NFL Pro Era, and today I'm going to take you through everything we've seen so far. On April 20th, 2 trailers were posted on YouTube, and they'll both be linked below. One's from MetaQuest, and the other's from the developers over at Status Pro. Get it? It's like status quo, but for pros. If you haven't heard of them, I can't blame you. I hadn't until now either. It's a very new company founded by former NFL and college football players, which is pretty neat. While they seem to be less experienced overall when it comes to developing VR games, and I'd trust a company like True and Pixel a lot more with taking on such a project, if the NFL was willing to give them the licensing, I'll trust their judgment. The devs do have a fresh perspective as former players, so I am excited to see what new things they bring to the table. And even if they do turn out to suck, they'll still be better than EA. But that's beside the point. Let's dive into those trailers.
I'm Lamar Jackson?
Imagine being such an icon that you get paid to pretend some kid transformed into you and is excited about it. Absolute legend. Both of these trailers have a big emphasis on the Ravens, so I assumed that one of the founders had played for the Ravens, but no. The one that played in the NFL actually played on 2 division rivals in the Bengals and Browns, but never the Ravens, so it's a pretty strange choice. Regardless, this trailer confirms that all 32 NFL teams will indeed be playable, which is so freaking awesome. That's the one thing every VR football game so far has been lacking, and I can't wait to play as all my favorite teams. This connection to the NFL has people hopeful that the game will import some features from Madden and allow players to control roster moves, play through full seasons, and things of that nature. But I'm getting the impression that this still isn't the game for that. Executive producer Jay Juno said during an interview, quote, "You're not a coach, you're not a GM, you're not the owner. You are an NFL player and that's what we're focused on," end quote. I don't think that's something to be upset about at all though, because I'm most eager to play as all these pre-established teams and throw to guys I recognize. Like, I actually get to be Josh Allen and throw bombs to Diggs. That's gonna be so cool. Madden's still there to make your dream team a reality, but in the VR realm, they should absolutely be focused on the action first and foremost, and it looks like they really got it down. From the gameplay footage we get to see, there's a lot to be excited about. Visually, it looks very much on par with the latest Madden. The graphics look pretty nice and the animations look relatively realistic. But my favorite thing shown might be the glimpse of the playbook that's swiped through for a second or two. It shows a ton of really solid routes that I can't wait to drop dimes on. Both VR football games I've played have pretty small playbooks. 2MD lets you draw up your own plays, but you only have 8 slots, and while the Mahomes experience has a lot more, you can only put a few on your wrist. This at least looks like it'll give you a huge selection of plays to run, and that's going to be a lot of fun. The only thing I'm currently worried about is the gameplay mechanics, because they make or break any VR game, and it's impossible to tell if they're good or not until you play it for yourself. Considering the higher-ups at the studio played quarterback and receiver, I expect throwing to be very realistic and precise, but there's a lot of room for error, though I'll choose to stay optimistic about it for the time being. That's about it for the first trailer, and the second one by Status Pro is a bit longer in runtime, but shows off less gameplay. Instead, it focuses more on selling you on the quarterback experience and what it takes to succeed in the NFL, and therefore this game. This one's even more focused on Lamar, too, which I'm fine with. He's one of my favorite non-Bills players and he's so much fun to watch in action. The only new information the trailer reveals is the release date of fall 2022, which isn't that far away, should come out right in the middle of the NFL season. The Bills will be like 9-0 at that point, right? Kidding aside, that's everything we know about the game right now, so be sure to let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments down below. Are you super excited about it, or do you think it'll misuse the NFL brand? I'm curious. And if you want to stay up to date on this game and other VR sports games like it, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you never miss another video like this. With all of that said, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later.